Hello, my name is Justin Sia. I'm speaking today about a trend in America that is of concern to me, and that is a constant ascent and fall of the ability of black Americans to advance economically in this country. Now, there's several reasons this can occur, right? But please keep in mind the topic of this piece. First, before I deep dive into the topic, let me explain what I mean by economic advancement. America's power structure is rooted in economic success. Prestige and influence can be derived from one's economic status. The original blue bloods, aka Vanderbilts, DuPonts, Kennedys, Cokes, Hiltons, Walmarts, these families have been able to sustain their influence for years through wealth. Their ability to have an influence on America's values politically and socially are well documented. This all stems from what is called generational wealth. Generational wealth is the ability to sustain and build on financial success, economic power, political influencing. How does this occur? By passing on and growing their financial strength from generation to generation. Now, is this a bad thing? No. If you can achieve a high level of success, why not let it work for you and your lineage, creating prosperity for you and your future families? It's human nature to want to perpetuate your family's culture and leave a better environment for future generations to cultivate. That's the premise of generational wealth. White America has been at this for a long time, and they strive to keep it going. On the other hand, black America has a different set of issues when it comes to taking steps to acquiring generational wealth. Firstly, we haven't been at this for a long time. It's a little over 100 years we've been at the opportunity to grow in this country. Secondly, the economic landscape is still markedly disparaging, i.e., as of 2016, the average black family earned $33,000 a year, while the average white family earns $111,000 a year. But I'm not going to debate the widespread systematic mechanisms in place to perpetuate this drastic difference in earnings. That's for another time. The scope of this conversation is more direct. I'm going to tie this issue back into the interracial dating or relationships. And the best way to illuminate this point is to give you an example. Okay? Well, say we have we call him Mr. Black. He's successful in, say, the market, commerce, entertainment, sports, pick one. His social background, not much different from you and I. He pulled himself up by his bootstraps, self-made, first generation, great success story. Got the picture? Okay, now, with this prosperity comes trappings that seems to follow any person with newfound success. First, their address changes. They're now living in a part of town best suited for their new financial status, pretty much devoid of people from their childhood. 2. The social connections change. They no longer associate with people they grew up with. They are now at dinner parties hosted by business and industry, people in power and others who seek it. Third, which is most important, is a change in the available dating pool for his selection. When before his ascent economically, there were no white women available for dating, now it seems that that's all there is. It's strange how that availability is now a norm instead of the exception. Now think this through. Now, through social conditioning, the typical black man tends to revere a white woman as a prize catch, a great achievement, etc., etc. The brother will date and most likely marry this woman, forsaking all others, i.e., his black girlfriend and or his wife. Now digest that for a minute. Now here is where potential generational wealth gets derailed. That man, right, we call Mr. Black, is worth millions. Now he marries a white woman. Their children, for the most part, will be light-skinned, with mixed features. Regular kids by all accounts. But now think about it. These kids will be attending schools where? That's right, in the part of town where the student body is predominantly white. So, due to a lack of options in the dating pool, who they most likely tend to date? Right again, white kids. And who they most likely tend to marry? Right again. And who will their children likely date and or marry? Get the picture? Yeah. So I submit to you for your review the millions that Mr. Black, whom was ground zero for a promising start to establish the seeds of generational wealth for a black family nucleus for generations to come, will in 2 or 3 generations see that money stream leave its ethnic origins, thus opportunity lost. That's right. The millions that James Blackman acquired will be in Chad Worthington's coffers in 3 family cycles. Now, take all that in concluding the soliloquy, I'm not against interracial dating. If 2 people start out with nothing and build something, more power to them. I am against when Mr. Any brother makes some money, relinquishes all responsibility to race empowerment, and serve his own short-term, narrow-minded, libido-driven, brainwashed agenda. Brothers have to wake up and realize that there's something out there bigger, greater than themselves. And that's our future. If you empathize with these sentiments, please, by all means, pass information on to others. If you have a comment or rebuttal, please post. I'll definitely take a look at it. Definitely entertain the information. Open-minded here. But remember the poem, Each One Teach One. Also remember the famous poem coined by our brother Muhammad Ali, Me, We. Thank you for your time and peace. Talk to you again soon.